They slowly moved inside the abandoned city while Joan and Jonathan taught Wanyanyekevu about bubble cities and their technology. Las Cruces was once a bubble city about 120 years or so ago, but now, look at it, desolate and disowned. Once having a population of 3 to 5 million, it is now nothing more than a huge ghost town covered in white dust. Joan said as they slowly rode through the streets. Wanyanyekevu asked, "Why is everything white?" Amazed as he continued looking around. "White buildings, white roads, white everything. Do they think the kingdom of heaven is here?" Then he laughed. "Heaven on earth." Looking up, Wanyanyekevu could see buildings as tall as a few miles high. "How did they manage that?" he asked. Jonathan, a lover of technology but an enemy to the self-righteous computans, replied. "Simple, sucking the Abenians' dicks. These computans motherfuckers, as you call them, I call them assholes, think they are better than any human on earth. These aliens came and gave them all this shit as long as they worship them, they can have all their little heart's desires." Joan said to his little brother. "You jealous?" Jonathan quickly said. "Hell to the nah, there's just something that's just not right about both of them." Wanyanyekevu said. "It will be dark shortly, we must find somewhere to stay the night." Jonathan, pointing east of them, noticed an old hotel a few blocks up the street. There. They walked toward the hotel entrance. Wanyanyekevu checked the streets for any signs of life. "I'll check all entrances and windows of buildings surrounding this place and made sure they are locked and secured," said Wanyanyekevu as they entered the hotel. "Why?" asked Jonathan. "You'll know if something happens before it happens, might as well just leave them open." Wanyanyekevu smiled as he replied. "It's just a habit, I just want to make sure they are locked." "Bringing all the horses in," Joan said. "We don't have enough to feed all the horses tonight, but I'm sure we can find something around here." "Hell, it's a hotel. But we need to go up a level or two because these horses sure do stink." Wanyanyekevu lifted his arms and smelled himself. "We all could use a bath." Jonathan secured the back entrances and, on his way, he started looking around until he got to the kitchen. Yelling at the top of his lungs, "Yo! We just hit the jackpot, fellows!" Joan ran to see what all the fuss was about as he yelled. "Where you at?" Waving what appeared to be a flashlight. "Right here," Jonathan said. Wanyanyekevu slowly walked behind Joan, looking in all of the rooms that Joan passed. Finally arriving where the brothers were, Wanyanyekevu heard Jonathan. "There! Let there be light, ain't that what he said?" Smiling at Wanyanyekevu. Lights flickered for a moment before they came on. "This is why I chose this place. Food, no hunting tonight, plus, I'm sick of rabbit too." Jonathan walked up to a machine. "Now, how does this thing work?" He started reading the stickers and signs on the device. It was in what appeared to be multiple languages. "Here we go. Manual." As if he was talking to himself, Jonathan whispered aloud. "Chinese, Korean, Patois, Italian, Southern." Quickly, Jonathan pressed a few buttons and then started typing for a few seconds. "Got it. All right, let's try this." Jonathan clears his throat. "Medium well, T-bone steak, with sour cream and chives, baked potatoes, chef salad, no, club salad and a shot of Jack Daniels on the rocks." The machine was silent for 2 seconds, then a soft pitched sound of a bell rang. A plastic door raised, and a stream of heat covered the entrance. "What the fuck is this?" Jonathan yelled. Opening the stainless steel disposable, he moved a pasted-looking substance around with a fork, provided with the meal. "This shit looks like pudding." Disappointed at the sight of the meal, Jonathan placed the tray down, saying, "Well, who's doing the hunting today?" "Wanyanyekevu?" Joan said. "Taste that shit first." Jonathan tasted the substance. "It tastes like what I ordered, but it's bland as hell." Looking at the spoons and forks. "I'm gonna grab about 100 of these motherfuckers. They look like great weapons." As he started stabbing into the air with the fork, Wanyanyekevu and Joan decided to order a meal from the machine. One Inyekevu started digging in his backpack for herbs and spices that might have fallen in a corner, or he might have overlooked, to improve the taste, but they were out of luck. They all were disappointed about the meal but ate it anyway. They started to settle down for the night. Jonathan then said, "Let's read that Torah for a bit. I want to see what happens to that hoe." "What's her name? Raquel?" Jonathan paused for a moment, then said, Yeah, Raquel. Used to date a girl back in the days named Raquel." One Inyekova laughed. "Her name was Rahab. You never cease to amaze me." Jonathan shook his shoulders. "Raquel, Rahab, it doesn't matter, they both were hoes.